Good day, sir and miss. Today I'm going to talk about Tesco CSR. I am Jachi, my group member will be Winnie, Sente, Kenya, and Taha.
Hi everyone, I'm Mohammad Taha Khan and I will be starting off with the introduction of Carroll's Pyramid of Corporate Social Responsibilities. It is a basic structure that gives an insight and creates discussion among organizations about how and why they should meet their social responsibilities. This pyramid, as shown in the slides, basically highlights those four components that are fundamental for every organizational platform to follow. These are economic, legal, ethical, and philanthropic responsibilities. There are certain key features to be noted of this pyramid. Firstly, profitability. The pyramid's base is profit. Secondly, compliance with the law is very necessary. Thirdly, it must meet the ethical responsibilities before philanthropic responsibilities. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Winnie. Today I'm going to talk about economic responsibility. Now, I'm going to talk about the meaning of economic responsibility. Economic responsibility can be defined as the company need to be responsible in what they are producing. So it also means that producing goods and services that society needs and make a profit on them. Now, let's take a look at the first point. The first point is provide fresh food to consumer at a lower price. For example, Tesco Malaysia was adopted economy responsible is because of Tesco supply fresh food and vegetable at the lower price to the customer. Most of the people will prefer to buy their stuff in Tesco instead of buying from the grocery shop because Tesco away offering the price and set the lower price of the product for the customer. Secondly, the price can be built locally product. Despite being an increasingly international company, we recognize the importance of being local and buying locally. Alongside value for the money, many customers put a premium on locally grown product. However, not everything can be local. Customers expect to buy whatever they want, regardless of season or company of origin. Now, let's take a look at the last point. The last point can be company obviously to be profitable. If the company profitable, the company have to pay the salary to the employees every month. If the company are not profitable, it won't be able to pay the salary to the employees.
Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk about one of the elements in Carroll's pyramid, which is the legal responsibility. A legal responsibility is having the duty to obey the law regardless of what the organization done. In other words, you have to obey the law. And the purpose of having this is to maintain the balance of the society for the greater good for society, and it also helps to remove the inequalities and unfairness in the society. An example of legal responsibility is to pay employee wages according to the law and to pay tax to government to ensure clean account books to help the government to track of the economic state of the company. There are actually three evidence found that Tesco is actually complying with the legal responsibility. The first evidence is Tesco is trying to engage with government on a range of policy issues. Tesco is doing this by operating a government and corporate responsibility team to work closely with the government so that they can ensure their response to government consultation are aligned to their policy and practices. Another evidence is Tesco is currently working with government to protect the environment. Tesco is doing this not to only fulfill the legal responsibility, it also trying to achieve one of the triple bottom lines principle, which is saving the planet. And the second evidence is Tesco is trying to setting an action plan to employee. This is because Tesco found out that the migrant workers that are employed by the labor provider are identified with several serious allegations. So in the response of this, Tesco has implemented a comprehensive action plan which developed by Tesco Malaysia, Tesco Group Responsible Sourcing and external human rights expert to investigate the abuse and create a support line on grievance mechanism for agency workers that are available in their own home language and trying to act as a guideline to ensure workers access their passport whenever they need it. Another evidence is Tesco is trying to implement the human rights rules and regulations. Tesco doing this to ensure all franchise across the world are implemented with the human rights policies and is supported by the UN Universal Declaration of Human Rights, the International Labour Organization (ILO) Declaration of the Fundamental Principles and Rights at Work, and the UN Guiding Principle on Business and Human Rights, and the UN Global Compact, and the Base Code of the Ethical Trading Initiative.
Hi everyone, I'm Chosentek. Today I'm going to talk about the ethical responsibility which is in the Carroll's pyramid. Ethical responsibility focuses on ensuring that all stakeholders in a business receive fair treatment from employees to customers. It is based on the relationships between rights and ethical responsibilities in order to attain legitimacy. There are some evidence show that Tesco adopts ethical responsibility. The first evidence is Tesco provides good quality of products for consumers. All the food products that Tesco sell are fresh and safe to use. Tesco do not sell the food products that are unfresh or expired because consumers' health will be harmed. The second evidence is Tesco provides products with reasonable price as listed by Ministry of Domestic Trade and Consumer Affairs. Tesco do not increase the price of items in order to earn higher profits as they know if the goods price are too high, it will cause a heavy burden on consumers.
Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk about philanthropic responsibility. The definition of philanthropic responsibility will be a person or organization seeking to promote the welfare of others, generous and benevolent. Firstly, I will going to talk about Walk for Life. The aim of this event is raising funds and support of underprivileged children suffering from leukemia. Tesco Malaysia fundraising efforts aim to raise RM1 million to help 100 underprivileged children with leukemia within 3 years. As a part of global commitment, Tesco Malaysia continuously tackle the issue of global warming through various endeavors such as energy saving, implementing green card points to encourage shoppers to use their own bags. At Tesco Malaysia, nothing is more important than creating value for customers and a better, greener future for the world. Lastly, Greener Earth Tree Program. This program is good for everyone because trees give out oxygen in the morning and release carbon dioxide at night. Therefore, everyone could have a clean and fresh environment. In addition to that, it also beautifies our country and a place we live in, thus providing a more comfortable environment, especially for the old folks. In this event, Tesco Malaysia plan to plant 500,000 trees over the next 3 years.
To conclude this presentation, I would like to emphasize on the fact that in order for companies and organizations to rise up on their platform and increase the prosperity of their business, it is important for them to abide by this four-part definition of CSR in proper order. They should abide by their economic responsibilities to make profits expected of them by their shareholders, their legal obligations to follow the law, their ethical responsibilities as expected by the society, and lastly, philanthropic responsibility desired by the society as well. That is the way an organization is built and flourished upon harmony as shown by the market giant Tesco. Thank you.
Now I am going to talk about individual reflection. I feel very excited when I get this assignment in the lecture. I am very interested to do this article because I want to know more about it. For example, what management approach are using by Tesco? What is the SWOT analysis and Porter 5 force for Tesco? This assignment is totally different with the assignment that I done previously. This project are more on critical thinking. You need to read all the journal article and summarize the article to write in the assignment. Moreover, you need to do a video presentation which I had not experienced before. Furthermore, you need to use WhatsApp to communicate to your group mates. Previously, I think that Tesco is a hypermarket that had not organized any charity before. But after I find the resources, I find that Tesco actually organized a lot of charity. For example, Walk to Life to help the leukemia and also Greener the Earth.
Coming to the last part, I'm going to talk about my individual reflection. I feel very grateful to meet up with my groupmates throughout this assignment because when I face any problem, they will tell me what should I do and we also discuss together. In the assignment, I can learn more about what the management approach that Tesco is using and what is the SWOT analysis Porter 5 forces for Tesco. Furthermore, the things that I learned in this lesson in management comprises planning, organizing, leading, and controlling for the purpose of achieve a goal. Management is the act of engaging with an organization, human talent, and using the physical resources at a manager's disposal to accomplish desired goals and objectives efficiently and effectively. I really feel very excited because it will help me gain more management knowledge and learn a lot of things in this lesson. Thank you very much.
The lesson I've learned is SWOT analysis. it is very important to every business to improve the viability of the company. If a company wants to outstand among other competing companies, it needs to identify its company's strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats before they take any actions. I found this useful in my life because when my uncle decides to close his herbs business, I use the SWOT analysis to tell him other herbs company marketing strategy and help him to explore his business weakness and strengths as well as suggest some ways to improve it rather than closing the business.
The lesson that I learned is the Porter 5 Forces model. Porter 5 Forces seem to be very simple, but it's actually quite powerful too when you fully understand it. It helps you to understand the competitiveness of the business environment and identify the strategy of potential profitability. It's very useful when you fully understand it because if you understand the forces, it will help you to adjust the strategy according to change in environment. For example, taking fair of advantage of strong position, improve weak one, and avoid taking wrong step in future. We also have to analyze the strength and weakness of position and the impact of the long-term profitability.
Coming towards the personal reflection on this assignment, I learned about the different strategies businesses adopt and how they apply them. I learned about Tesco's business ventures and that with the expansion of business, many losses and breaks are expected apart from incoming profits. Furthermore, I also learned that it is vital for an organization to fulfill society's needs as it is one of the greatest factors involved in expansion of a business. Approval of society is very necessary. Thank you.
That's for our presentation, and that's all for our presentation.